January. Welcome everybody to Lunch and Learn. It is January. Oh my gosh, it's the end of January. So I'm super excited to share with you. I have in the last 2 weeks come across about 5 times consultants or myself trying to organize like who the hostess is, where's all her information. If she turns from a facial into a party, what do I do with all the stuff? How do I get the app involved? Like, how does all that work? And then follow up. And then I'm going to do a really quick at the end, a review on how to close, because I am finding from you guys, it's kind of an extreme. So there's either really tight follow-up, which I will tell you, 80% of the sales go to the person. I mean, it's like, just do the follow-up, trust me. So you have the close, the follow-up, using the hashtag party sheet, all that. We're going to do a really quick snippet of how to be really effective when you close. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is an organizational tool. And I came up with this sheet only because this is what I used to do. I used to hand my assistant little scraps of paper. Like I book a facial with a woman, let's just say her name is Lisa. And I'd pre-profile Lisa, often on an actual physical pre-profiling card, okay, that the company gave us. Here's a lime green version of it. But anyway, that's kind of what the profile card looks like. And I would fill one out for her. And then if I didn't facial her, then I kind of just eventually tossed it, or if I couldn't rebook her. But then if she decided to invite friends, then I'd start paper clipping more profiles on top of profiles. So it was right at the beginning, right before the pandemic hit, as I was doing these parties, my assistant said to me, we need to design a sheet. And I say, really? And she says, oh my gosh, she goes, you keep handing me profile cards. And you're like, that goes with this host, that goes. And she'd enter them in the My Customer app. So needless to say, we came up with this sheet. Now this sheet is on our unit Facebook page. It is great, but I'll just share this one with you. So I usually put the hostess's name at the top. And then as she gives me, so I send her, so her name goes on the top. Let me back up. I send her an invitation. You don't want her to make her own. And you send her a sample text. And you can do 2 different sample texts. You can go through the hostess, which I have found with virtual, I don't like as much, or I can go directly from her through her friends, or her friends through me. So let me explain to you what I mean by that. So let's say Carla's my hostess and she sends out a text that I make up, right? So I make the text and I say in the text, and you want to sound kind of funny in conversation, like, hey girls, super excited. I'm doing a Mary Kay spa pampering with microderm. It's going to be a blast. It's next Friday. Please text my Mary Kay girl, Diane. And then she puts my phone number in bracket, for you're typing this up for her, the phone number in brackets. Something like text my Mary Kay girl, Diane, at this number. Let her know what type of skin you have so she can get your samples in the mail ASAP. I really hope you can make it. And what'll happen is a few might text her back asking her questions, but the majority, because they see the invite, they start texting me. And it'll be like, they don't even tell me their name. They go, hi, I'm going to Lisa's party. My skin is oily. And then there's an address. And I text them back, hi, what's your name? Because they don't even put that sometimes in the text. So as these names and numbers are coming through to my phone, I write them on this sheet. So Yolanda texted me. And the other great thing about that is now you have their phone number. So as all the guests text me, and that also saved me from saying to the hostess, well, give me all your friends' names and numbers and blah, blah, blah. So now she does it and I'm fine with that. But I will tell you, plant the seed big, because if I say to her, oh my gosh, Lisa, if you want to have like 5 to 7 people at your party, I would absolutely suggest you send this text out to 20 people, 20 to 25 people. So that's what my thoughts. So this sheet is actually called Hostess. You know what? I'll get the exact name before I tell you guys when I go to screen share. It's I just literally downloaded it here on my thing. See if I can. It's called Hostess Party Profiling, because I couldn't think of anything else, because it's the hostess and her entire party. All right. So as the texts come rolling in directly to you, you can put their info on here. You put their name and obviously their phone number because you have it. Then the super important part is the text afterwards called the text. I'm sorry, I just lost my complete train of thought because I'm watching chat sections here. Sorry about that. Oh, so once the girl Stephanie texts me her skin type, I put that in here. And then now I have her skin type and I have her address, but I will tell you guys, this made a huge difference this last year in my sales, is I want to talk to Stephanie. So I'd say, so when she says, I'm coming to Lisa's party, my skin's combo to oily, I text her back, so excited you're coming. Just keep it super short. So excited you're coming with a few emojis. And then I say, I have a few quick questions about your skin. do you have a quick, I have a few questions about your skin. Do you have a quick minute? And she'll say either, no, can you text me? Or can you call me at 4? I get off work, or I'll call you on my lunch break, whatever. Now, the reason why that's key, and I know some of you are of the generation where you just would prefer texting back and forth, and you can totally do that if you want. But here's what happens in this conversation. So Stephanie says to me, call me on my lunch break. So at noon, this is literally verbatim how the conversation goes. She'll say hello, and I'll say, hey, Stephanie, it's Diane with Mary Kay. I really appreciate you giving me just a minute or two. I'm super excited you're coming to Lisa's party. And I want to, you mentioned your skin's combo to oily. So do you have any blemish issues, or are you on any acne skincare or anything with acne fighting? And she says, no, it's just oily. It's been oily my whole life and my skin's just oily. Okay, great. So let me ask you, what's one thing you would like to change about your skin or improve? Old scarring from acne. Okay, totally get it. Well, we're actually going to talk about microderm. So if I forget to tell you about microdermabrasion, remind me. And then I did want to ask, have you ever tried Mary Kay products before? You have. Okay. So how long ago? 10 years. Okay. 10 years. That's a long time. So you're going to be you're going to love the 3D skincare, completely new formula, fragrance free, paraben free, gluten free, all of that. So quick, last thing is, do you have any questions for me? No. Well, that's what everybody says, but I will tell you, most people ask me 3 quick things. What are we going to do? How long is it going to take? And what if I want something? So we're going to be on and off doing the pampering part in 45 minutes. But if you guys all get out of control, having your beverage of choice and whatever, we could be on Zoom for days. And I usually laugh. I say, so that's how long it's going to be. And Lisa's asked us to do skincare and microdermabrasion. So you're going to be getting that, the product I was telling you just about, you're going to get that in your packet. And then the last one is, what if I fall in love with something? And if you do, if you live local to me, I can deliver it within 24 to 48 hours. If you live a little farther away and I have to ship it, it can be to your door in a matter of a few days. So, but there's absolutely no obligation. I just am super excited you're coming to Lisa's Pampering. I'll get your samples in the mail to you today. So I'm trying to find out, does she already have a consultant? Has she tried the product before? Does she have any issues, or is she using a certain kind of skincare or whatever? So that little, because when it's interactive, guys, it's really quick. When you have that kind of a little interactive thing, it really cements her coming to the party. She's much more likely to show up. So I put on her name, her address, her skincare, combo to oily skin. The one thing she'd like to change is old scarring from acne. Has she ever tried Mary Kay before 10 years ago? So this just helps me do this. Now, with the app I'm about to show you, I could give her an incentive, some kind of a gift or something, if she will go in and fill out the app before the party. So we're going to talk about that, because that would alleviate some of this, but I'm still going to make that phone call. I know some of you are going, Diane, but if you could just do it all through the app. But you guys, I can't hear her voice. And so even if the conversation will be much shorter, thank you so much for filling out your profile. I see it's totally on there. Great. Just one last question. What's one thing you'd love to change about your skin? Or do you have any questions for me or whatever? So you can kind of just mull that over. So here's what happens. As the people RSVP starts coming in from Lisa's party. So let's say I get 3 names on here. Then I text Lisa, let's say her party's next Friday, a week from tonight. I text Lisa and say, Lisa, I've already heard from Stephanie, Yolanda, and Martha. I'm so excited. Who do you have others you've invited? And she might say, oh my gosh, yeah, did my sister text you? And blah, blah, blah. So you're constantly in contact with the hostess. And then I'll say, Lisa, have you made your wish list? Like, seriously, have you made your long, I want it if it's free, like make your long list, because you're going to get a percentage of the party sales free. And you're going to be getting, so you want to coach her. I don't want to get sidetracked, but you're going to be coaching the hostess. Then as more texts come in and more texts come in, you just literally start adding all their info on here. Now, the day of the party, let's say your sheet looks like this. Okay. Here's the day of the party. Everybody highlighted in orange showed up. So as they were all popping on, I had a highlighter, and some people are still saying Samsung, whatever on their thing. So I'll say, hey, you guys, shout out your name so I can check you off my list. I'm dying to know who's here. And so Sequoia says, I'm here. Colleen goes, I'm here. Elizabeth's here. Alex is here. So as they tell me who they are, if it's a big group, or I just look on the screen, I highlight them. Notice there are 1, 2, 3 people on here that I mailed packets out to that aren't on the party. So right before we start, I'll say to her, Lisa, do you want to text really quick, Ladrea, Liz, and Stephanie, so we can see if they're jumping on? And she go, oh, actually 2 of them had emergencies with their kids. So I'm just going to write a quick note on here, emergency with kid, whatever. When the party is completely over, my very next call is to the hostess and say, oh my gosh, I'd love for you to get credit. I have a thought. What if you rebooked, because that could count as one of your bookings. And since they've already got samples, you could invite LaDrea, Elizabeth, and whoever the other girl was. Does that make sense? So you have the ability to turn another party into the people who got samples out. Okay, maybe the hostess says, I don't want to hold another party, but you're welcome to reach out to them. I will make sure that I reach out to the 3 people, usually by text, and say, oh, so sorry you missed it. But you guys, without this sheet, I don't know how you follow up with these. So I hold on to these sheet with my hostess at the top. And this is just a great organizational way to kind of keep parties done. Now, as you can see, when they send me their hashtag party board, this is amazing. This is like embarrassing how sloppy this is. I transfer all the hashtag party board information to the back of here because this stuff will all go into the profile. All right. So with that said, I want to screen share with you guys the brand new app. Now I know, in my opinion, and I know this is not hopefully going to get put out on the public web here or whatever, because I think we almost have too many apps to do too much stuff because we don't know what they all do. Mirror Me is about makeup. That's fabulous. Skin Analyzer, incredible about the service of your skin. The My Customer app, Go Digital Receipts, all of that stuff. But there's a couple that I don't use as much because I don't know how to use them or I'm not familiar with them. So I want to share with you guys this brand new app. This one's been out less than 60 days. And this is the one that's going to, I think, tie your customers to you. And so let me go up here and make sure I'm sharing my sound, and I'm going to play this. It's really short.
One of the many great things about the Mary Kay app is that it syncs up with your personal website if you have one, and it also syncs up with your My Customers and My Customers Plus. So, if you have a customer who completes their beauty profile within the app, you'll receive an email notification, and you'll be able to see the information within those programs. Here's how the beauty profile works. After sign-in, she would tap on the My MK tab at the bottom of the screen. To complete her beauty profile, she would tap the beauty profile icon. This will take her through the same profile questions that are on the printed version of the beauty profile and the version on personal websites. Once she's answered the questions, she'll immediately be able to view her product recommendations. She can even click on each product to view the details and add to bag. She can always refer to her list of recommendations by tapping on the recommendations icon in the My MK tab. If your customer would like to create a wish list, all she would need to do is tap the little heart icon shown on each product detail page. So, if she's shopping the catalog and taps on a product she's interested in, she would simply tap the heart and it'll be added to her wish list. To view the wish list, she would tap the wish list icon in the My MK tab. From here, she can share the list and she can also add to her bag to purchase it. I love how easy it is to add products to the wish list within the app. Make sure to encourage your customers to set up their beauty profile and create their own wish list.
Okay, so how many of you learned something on that one and didn't know some stuff? So what I love about the new app, though, if you heard her in the very beginning, is she shared that it syncs with your personal website. So the great thing is, if you are a consultant who's brand new, yes, you can start everybody out together. But if you've been in business a couple months or a couple years or decades, you can literally have it'll sync to the My Customers app. So all your customers who've been buying from you, who you've done CDS to, all of that, they'll automatically have their information in here. So those are the people I'd reach out to first. Everybody who's on your My Customers, because they then, I think the order of application would be the absolute reason I would use it. That's how I'm going to sell it to my clients and say, do you ever get your Mary Kay out and you're like, wait, does the serum go first? Or do I do the vitamin C? Or do I do the lifting stuff? When do I do eye cream? And that order of application is fabulous. And it gives you a chance to just open the app. As you're thinking, I'm low on cleanser, I need to call Diane. You put the cleanser on your wish list and then you won't forget about it later. So that app is going to be great. So I want to screen share with you guys just 1 or 2 ways. How can you promote this app? And then I'll be happy to open up for questions. So this is one way. So this, you could either literally take like Snippet or a snipping tool and take this and post this flyer on your personal Facebook page, your like your VIP page, because it tells them they can scan the QR code or they can go get that app at the App Store, and it tells them what it does. Search for, and you could even put something fun in the text like, search for me, and connect with me and fill out your beauty profile, and you receive a free eyeshadow in the mail, any color you want, or you'll receive what's easy to mail, beauty blotters, or I don't know, something fun. Maybe send them an eyeliner or lip liner. Just run a little promotion that if they do it in a really short period of time, they get a gift of some sort. Maybe you'll send them a color card. That's super easy to pop in the mail. But see, notice it, this is for you to promote to your customers. So this is on the Mary Kay In Touch website, that little clip art thing that you can use. It's all under Digital Central. Then another option would be is, hold on one quick second. Yeah, we'll go to this one. So here's some ways that you guys can incorporate this, because you might be going, okay, so Diane, where do I start? So if you go under digital tools and stuff, there's a thing called the Mary Kay App Action Plan. So this is the Mary Kay App Action Plan. So this is what the app looks like. So you could literally take that icon and then post it on your VIP page and say, every customer that gets this app that fills out their beauty profile will receive a, I don't know, complimentary, whatever you want to offer them. Okay. And you could even do like a skincare, a spa assortment of samples, or you could offer whatever. So here's your action plan. Now you could even go on live. This would be fun on your VIP page. And you could do this. You could talk about the app and hold up the app maybe on your tablet and maybe challenge your customers to go and download it. So once you guys personally, consultants, once you've downloaded it, you're going to want to explore every single section so you can know what your customers are seeing and what they're doing, right? You can unlock all the features. You can create your own personalized order of application and your wish list. So these are things you guys could do your own little fun tutorial. I mean, yeah, you could show that lady that just did it from the company, but that's not the same. Your customers want to see you. All right. So step one is you download it and figure it out. Number two, invite your customers to download it and ask them to register. So you can share the app. You could literally ask everybody to download it before, like as soon as the party's over, you could do that. And tell them this, if they text you a picture, a screenshot of the app on their phone or their profile, however you want to do it, they would get something in addition to tucked into their order or whatever. It says you can invite your customers to download the app directly from the App Store. And here's what the conversation could sound like. Hey, Julie, I'm so excited to share the Mary Kay just launched a new app for customers. So you can shop from your favorite products from the experience of your smartphone. You just go to your App Store and type in Mary Kay app to download the app. And then you could say, you know, offer an incentive. So here's what they talk about. Invite your customers to connect. If they're already on your website, they can log in using the same information. So they don't have to. So if they're already on, you've been on your website, their information's in there. Customers who are not registered on your website can search for you by first and last name. Now, you guys, it's really important that you might even, you know, make a pic collage and say, are you searching for me on your personal website app? You know, because you don't want them to accidentally click on some other consultant, right? You want to make sure you take care of them. Be sure to provide the information in the invite. Okay, so you can invite them. Apparently there's a way to do that on here. I don't know. I bet you there is. You just click on probably a little heart and then you can click the customers you want. That way they get the actual link, which would be really to your advantage. Number 4, invite your customer to receive push notifications. So that's of course when a product launches or there's a promotion, and they may opt in or opt out, totally up to you, but here's a sample conversation. What could it be like? And this to me is my favorite. Number 5 is invite your customers to complete their beauty profile. It's amazing. It'll say, what type of skin do you have? And then it'll say, what's your age range? And then there's 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever. And then it says, after cleansing, what's your skin like? You know, dry, not dry nor tight, a little oily, really. So it gives them, so it's literally like filling out this digitally. So notice on here, it says, once your beauty profiles are completed, they'll be served up a list of product recommendations. So once she fills out her profile, I'll say, oh, you should check out these items. Okay. And so you guys can automatically see the info generated by that. So there's a personalized skincare routine. They can do all kinds of things. So you, if it were me, I would definitely incentivize them. And here's how you can incentivize them down here. Number 6, encourage your customers to share your profile with their friends and family. Ask them to sign in and tap on the consultant tab at the bottom of the screen. A sharing icon will appear at the top right of the screen. That way they can need to tap on the icon to access the features. So let's say you're at a wedding and Lori is sitting there and somebody says something about, oh, I need something with Mary Kay. She's like, oh my gosh, I have the greatest Mary Kay girl. She can literally go into her profile and click on share that link and it'll automatically link whoever the friend is. So the conversation down here says, hi, Susie, would you like to receive credit towards your next order? When you share my profile information with 5 of your friends or family members through the Mary Kay app, you'll receive a special discount from me. And so when you send it and you pull it up, you guys, it almost looks like a digital business card. I'm hoping you guys can see. Let me blow this up a little bit. Do you guys see Harriet Jones down here? Independent beauty consultant, and where she's from. It just says her city, call or text, and it has all her things advanced. So it's literally like it's like a digital business card. So gives you an idea and an incentive on how to do that, what to say, what kind of response you're going to get. So I hope that kind of stuff has been helpful for you guys. There's also one last little flyer, which I found very helpful. I think we've gone over most of the details of this, but I'll share it with you super quick. And that is just a quick Q&A regarding that app itself. And it said the app was designed, it's a new way to connect with customers or guests to locate a consultant who don't already have one. And how is it different from the website? The app provides a similar experience to the website, but your customers can view a catalog, place orders, but they do their beauty profile and they can get recommendations. And to me, one of the best things is the order of application, because I think that's just a great thing. And it's available for iPhones and Androids. It's not optimized for tablets. So it's really designed more for the phone. Okay. So can you guys imagine at your party, maybe while the charcoal mask was drawing, say, okay, let's say your party has 7 people. The first 2 people who download my app, or the first 3 people download my app, get 3 more tickets into tonight's drawing. Everybody grab their phones, and this is what the app looks like. And you could hold up a sign, you could hold up your phone, you could hold up whatever. And just to incentivize them to get that app downloaded, because that's a great way for you guys to track them. Thanks, you guys. Sorry, I didn't realize my face wasn't on. That gives a great opportunity for you to be able to follow up with them. But can you imagine how many times has somebody said, do you use Mary Kay? And obviously pretending you're not a consultant, you say, yeah, I've got this great gal, Suzanne. And she goes, oh my gosh, I used to love Mary Kay. You don't have her number, do you? And she goes, oh, well, let me send you this thing. You might say to them, for every three people you refer me to, you get a $10 gift card, or whatever. Again, they give her some kind of an incentive to do it, is all I'm saying, because you never know who might be at a party, and plant that seed. Say, hey, I'd love you guys to fill out the profile. That way you'll be having me in your wallet. So if you run into somebody who says, I need Mary Kay eye makeup remover, I'll know who to refer them to. So just, again, it's a way for your customers to connect. I think we have enough apps. You have to look at, what are you trying to achieve, and how can this app streamline your life? Like if you are not a paper person and you want everything done digitally, then doing like paper profile cards is probably a disaster. But if at a party, if you can put all their information on a sheet and then put this into your My Customers and pay somebody who loves free product to do that for you. So those are just some quick tips, some quick system things. I found this is really the best way. This is also a great way for you to not only rebook this hostess with the people that weren't on her party, that didn't come but have samples. It's also a great way for you to get a team member, because when I called this gal, I said, you know what? I said, you had such a great response. Plus you booked another party off of that party, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, I know. And I said, well, I'm happy to turn all these people over to you as customers. So she just joined my team. So you just never know. This sheet can be a lot more useful than you might ever think it might be, right? But I will tell you guys, we have some great things that we're doing. So just don't worry about doing it perfectly. That would be my one last tip, is don't worry about it being perfect. Just get booking, just get stuff done, because perfect's never going to happen. All right, you guys, thanks for jumping on today.